All right, we're going to try this again. We'll see if it works. The remnants of the hurricane are hitting here, so I'm not sure how my internet's going to hold up, but we'll see. It looks like it's better now, and I think you guys can probably hear me. So welcome in. Sorry, we had to redo that. But make sure, drop a like. Make sure you're subscribed as well. We are going to be answering some questions through the site. We're going to be answering questions that you have in the comments, so make sure you're dropping your questions there. But good to see you guys. Sorry about that again. All right, just get things settled in here. Hope you guys are doing good on this Friday. Hope you're ready for the weekend. I sure am. And hope you guys weren't impacted too much by the storm. I'm going on vacation next week, so definitely happy that...
Literally right where it all was?
Well, it didn't really hit Destin, so...
Oh, okay. Well,
so that is good. So I can actually still go on my vacation. But all right, good deal. So like I said, make sure you drop a like. If you guys haven't already, flockfantasy.com/domain, you can get our free rankings there, our free trade calculator, things like that. That's where you're going to be able to get questions answered today too. We'll also answer super chats, but I'll be posting the link here in the description right now to where you can go get your question answered, and also get free trade calculator, free rankings, all of that. So we are going to start. We'll answer Ethan's super chat here real quick. Nathan, I'll let you take that one.
Yeah, Ethan says pick 3: Garrett Wilson, Flowers, Higgins, Odunze, and QJ. I'm going to go with Garrett Wilson and Flowers for sure. And then I am going to go Higgins over Odunze this week. Even though Odunze had a really good game in week 3, I think Higgins is going to come out better than he did his first game off of injury. And Odunze is going to be playing a better defense than the freaking Colts secondary. So I think that's reflected in our rankings as well. We've got all 3 of those guys up top over Odunze this week.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, appreciate you, Ethan. I just put the link here to get your questions answered. I'm going to jump over there here in a second.
Yeah, it's pinned in the comments as well, so you can always just get that link right there.
Perfect. Thank you for pinning that. And then, and yeah, it's gonna look a little bit like this when we answer these questions. And so, like I said, head over here, follow the link that I posted also, flockfantasy.com/domain. You get our free rest of season rankings, which is going to be really helpful as you're making trades and things like that. But also you get the trade calculator as well for free. And that's going to be helpful for a lot of these questions you guys have. But we are going to start here with a trade question. We're going to have, this is a redraft super flex 12 team start 10, no tight end premium. It does say redraft. These both say redraft. Oh, well, there's a first here. So that's interesting. So it must not have synced the team. So this is definitely a dynasty question, but now this one I'm not sure about. This one does look like a redraft, but for this one as well, let's go do what?
The Herbert one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
We got Herbert, Drake London, and Yoshi Voss for Brian Thomas, a mid-first, and Trevor Lawrence. So, first of all, Yoshi's not... He doesn't matter here. Lawrence and Herbert are pretty close in value. This is basically, like, to me, this is Brian Thomas and a first for Drake London. And I think, in my opinion, I would just hold the Drake London side here. What are your thoughts, Nathan?
I understand wanting to take the early to mid first when you're 0-3 and you're trying to down tier and you're trying to rebuild a bit, because chances are going into next season, the way that rookie wide receivers have been performing this year, and this is really like the second straight year of this happening, I have a feeling that early first is going to be pretty valuable. Not to mention the running back class is really good as well. So I understand it. I think right now, today, I would probably prefer London. But again, if you're down tiering, that's the type of deal that I'm looking for if I can acquire a 25 first, because I know that's going to increase in value very, very soon and will continue to. So I think it's a fair deal, honestly. I'd write it up as fair. Yeah,
that's what I'm going to go with. So I appreciate you, Echelon. Next question. This is going to be a redraft question. I'm almost positive. This is going to be from Long John. Appreciate you, man. Nathan, I'll let you kind of cover this one as well.
Yeah, Long John says, my RBs would be Gibbs, Connor, Swift. Wide receivers would be JJ, Hill, and Kupp when healthy, and Christian Kirk. So you're giving up JT and Diggs pretty much. That's really the bulk of the offer. QJ and Eckler are viable flex options. And then DeAndre Swift not startable, Trey Benson not startable, Tyreek Hill and Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh my goodness. I think oh boy. I'm tempted to go with the JT and Diggs side and holding there. I know you're buying low on Tyreek Hill, but Gibbs' ceiling is kind of capped. And Reek isn't really doing much for you, at least consistently, while Tua is out, and that's pretty indefinite at the moment. If you are getting the Tyreek side, I think you've got to be comfortable enough dealing with some volatility for the next month at least.
Yeah.
Where you might lose a couple of weeks. And if you're 1-2 right now, I don't think you can afford that. If you're 0-3, I don't think you can afford that. I think I'm sticking with JT and Diggs, especially with, this week Tank Dell's going to be out. Stephon Diggs has been very productive 2 of the first 3 weeks of the season. I think he's going to be a viable option every single week. I'm not going to lie, man. I think I'm leaning the JT and Diggs side. Especially because he's getting 2 other solid flex options as well when they're healthy, right? Eckler obviously out with the concussion, but he had a good game before he went down. And then QJ is coming off 2 straight solid games as well.
I personally, yeah, honestly,
I understand
Swift and Benson are nothing, right? And
they're
so
not startable, right?
No,
right.
right.
It really
And
is Gibbs and Tyreek.
And JT has a high ceiling. Obviously, again, Tyreek and Stephon Diggs, there's a difference there. But without Tua, I'm fine going JT here. I think I'm with you. I think I'm okay going the JT side. So
okay, yeah.
Honestly, it's really close. I wouldn't blame anybody for wanting Tyreek and Gibbs.
No,
because Eckler's also hurt, and QJ could be a nothing burger, right?
Right.
And so it's really, really, when you look at this trade, it's JT and Diggs versus Hill and Gibbs. The chat likes the Gibbs side. I honestly don't blame them.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
So some of it is a little conditional too, right?
It is conditional.
It's going to be the state of his team. He's just going to have to be okay with some rough weeks over the next month if he's going to make that deal. But come end of season, that could be a league winning deal if he's still in the mix. So
yeah. Again, I think it's pretty fair, given So he would be sending the JT side. So you're gonna suggest he not take this trade.
Yes, but also again,
going from JT to Tyreek Hill could, if Tua's back, Tyreek could win him the league, and you have Gibbs,
Right.
I'm gonna mark it as fair. Yeah. I think it is fair. That's my opinion. So.
Yeah.
So I think you take whichever side you want. So
I think it's fair as well. Again, I'm just trying to give what I would do on whatever side, but I definitely think it's fair.
Yeah. All right.
That's a tough one.
Get the comments off of our face. Perfect. All right, we have some super chats we can answer as well. So like I said, we'll answer your super chats. Obviously today we're willing to answer all your guys' questions, but you can get your questions answered here. And we can answer full screen like this. And so, that would be the best way to do it. You also get the rankings, the trade calculator for free when you sign up using code domain. So just, again, you don't have to sign up for a membership. Just do that, make an account, and then you could submit through the site as easy as you can do a super chat, and it looks way better, and we can see your whole team.
And we already have 4 more questions on there. So
cool. All right, go ahead and answer
the super chats.
Yep.
Yeah. LeVar says, start 2 PPR Garrett Wilson, Godwin, and Ayuk, or I could start 1 and flex Jacobs if Jordan Love plays. So if Jordan Love plays, I would definitely flex Josh Jacobs. And this week, let me look at our rankings here for Godwin, Garrett Wilson, and Ayuk. I think Godwin is the highest this week. Obviously no Debo most likely. I know they said there's a chance he could play this week. I still would lean he's not starting. And then Kittle is up in the air. Garrett Wilson, we haven't seen much yet. Start 2 PPR. Gosh, I can't not start Jacobs with Jordan Love coming back. Again, he hasn't even scored any touchdowns this year, and he's still been productive. So I'm leaning Jacobs and Godwin this week. What do you think, Avery?
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. I think I go Jacobs. I think I go Godwin. So
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
Mad Max's half PPR pick 3, Waddle, Shaheed, Brian Thomas, and Chase Brown. I'm going to go with your top 3 there. I'm going to go Waddle, Shaheed, and Brian Thomas. Chase Brown, I know is a sexy name right now, and I don't really know why, because Zach Moss just went off. Had 20 points on a Monday night game. So as long as Zach Moss is playing, Chase Brown, I'm not comfortable starting him. So go with the top 3 there for sure. Frankie says start 3, Ayuk, Evans, Higgins, Odunze, and Shakir. I'm going to go with Evans, I'll go with Higgins, and I'll go with Ayuk there. Shakir had a touchdown. Outside of the touchdown, not a ton last week. And then Odunze, again, I think kind of had a little bit of a fluky performance in a game that was made for him and those receivers. So I go with your 3 best guys there.
Yeah, and then let's go to Miranda. Appreciate you. Pick one to play: Ridley, Shakir, or Pittman. At this point, I'm going Khalil Shakir there. Shakir has been consistent. He's got 20-point upside. I would go Shakir personally. So,
yep,
good question. Appreciate it. And then one more over here, Ethan. You think Adam's not playing because of trade? Maybe there's speculation. We were just talking to Ryan before the stream, and he was saying that he thinks it might be because he's going to get traded, or because there's some bad stuff going on there.
Those
so
business decisions, right?
Yeah. So I think it's possible.
They were just smoking joints in the locker room a week before because they beat the Ravens, and now they're not happy. So
it's true. It's quickly how funny how things change. All right, let's go to Gaucho's start-sit question. Appreciate you, Gaucho. So this looks like you've got 2 wide receivers locked in here with Nico and Jamar Chase. At tight end, you're considering Trey McBride and Taysom Hill, and obviously
you got to do Taysom Hill.
I mean, Trey McBride's not playing, so you got to do Taysom. Right. Running back, you got James Cook. For your second running back option here, you got Jerome Ford, Jamal Williams, Zach Charbonnet, Carson Steele, Javonte Williams, or Jaleel. So this is a little bit of a tougher one. Will you have our rankings up, Nathan, so you can look at this?
Yes,
I have my screen shared, so I think.
So I know it's going to be between Charbonnet and Steele this week.
Yeah, and honestly, I can also.
They're back to back in our rankings actually. Charbonnet and Steele are. They're not.
I don't think we have a practice report on Kenneth Walker yet, although it should be coming in soon. West Coast usually comes in about right now. Let me look at Kenneth Walker real quick and see if we've got anything. Limited again Friday. I honestly think I would go Carson Steele with the possibility of him coming back. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I would as well.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah.
And then let's see.
Did you mess up the VLOOKUP in this, by the way? All your numbers are off.
Probably I did. I don't know.
For the start tool. Yeah, it's all messed up.
And then quarterback, you got Jaden Daniels, which is nice. And then you got one more flex spot here. And you're considering all the running backs we just talked about, as well as Keon Coleman, Xavier Legette, and Terry McLaurin. I'm going Terry here for sure. Do you think so?
Yep.
I think I'd start, especially in a half PPR league, I think I would start Terry McLaurin. So
I totally agree with that.
All right, gotcha. That should wrap it up, man. Appreciate you so much. Thanks for submitting on the site. Like I said, guys, if you want to do that, you can go to the site, and let me move this down for you so you can actually see what I'm talking about. There you go. It's going to be this little orange button up here. It says advice. You can submit your trade questions here, and then you can select us as a creator, but it lets you link your team and everything like that. And so, like I said, you sign up on the site, you also get some free stuff. So it's pretty nice. All right, let's go to Evil Peanut. What's up, buddy? We got Rasheed this week. We got CD this week. And then at tight end, we've got Ertz, Andrews, McBride, and likely. Nathan, I'll let you kind of take that one.
Yeah, so, again, Evil Peanut. Sorry, I was trying to find a better way to find our rankings here. At tight end, I'm going to go with, oh my gosh, ew.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Andrews, likely, and Ertz. Do we want to start Andrews this week, even though it's been absolutely horrible? No. I mean, Ertz just dropped like 8 points.
Right.
And Jaden Daniels is looking pretty solid. I'm doing Ertz over Andrews this week. I'm sorry.
I would
Sue
too.
me. It's terrible.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely doing Ertz for sure.
Yeah. So I'll pick him there. And then at running back, we're looking at Derrick Henry, Kareem Hunt, JT, Jonathan Brooks, and Jaleel. So we're going Derrick Henry here as your second running back on top of Breece Hall. At your flex, we are obviously flexing JT. And your final flex option here is going to be, and again, there's a caveat here.
Hold on. JT, you just said he's his running back.
Yeah.
So we can't flex JT.
Yeah, he can. He's starting Brees.
He's starting Brees and JT at running back.
Brees and Derrick Henry and JT. He has all three of those guys.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you said JT at running back. So you mean okay, I'm with you now.
No, I said Derrick Henry at running back.
Okay, gotcha.
JT at
That's
flex.
why I was confused. Okay.
It doesn't matter though. And then yeah, your final option, dude, is going to be good night. You're loaded. Gosh, Tom. I'll go AJ Brown over Mike Evans this week because Devonta Smith isn't playing. This obviously is assuming that AJ Brown plays this week.
I was gonna say I don't think AJ Brown plays, dude. He didn't practice again today.
He practiced today.
He did?
Yeah, he did.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I said
he
no
was
practice.
Warming up. He was warming up with the team. They said.
Oh yeah, he is questionable.
So if he plays, you're doing AJ Brown. If not, I'm gonna go probably Reek over Evans.
Yeah,
dude, you're loaded everywhere. My goodness.
I think you just have to start Tyreek there if you don't. So,
yeah,
appreciate you, Evil Peanut. There we go. We got that submitted. Yeah, like I said, guys, you can follow the links I posted here to get your question answered on the site, and then you also can get the rankings for free, the trade calculator for free when you create an account. That's all you have to do. You don't have to sign up for a membership. You don't have to pay any money, but this is better than Super Chat and just as easy. So,
yep.
Let's do Booty Clap King real quick. This is a Dynasty question here. And we will get to all your Super Chats, by the way. We're going to do that right when we get through these. So, Moss, Whittington, Jerry Jeudy, and DeAndre Swift. Essentially what it is. I would...
I'll take the best player in the deal.
Barely. I mean, Jeudy and Moss are pretty close in Dynasty, but...
Yeah.
But yeah, I would just take Jeudy as well.
I'll go with the receiver there. I think there's a little more volatility with Moss. He's only on a 1-year deal, so...
For sure. Yeah. And then Carlos, this is Bucky Irving and a first for Kenneth Walker. Early mid-first. If it's an early mid-first, I'll just take the first. You're going to get a better running back in this year's draft than Kenneth Walker.
Absolutely. Dude, running backs are... The whole running back landscape is going to be shook this year.
Oh, yeah. You're 100% correct. So, we'll just take the first there. So, appreciate it.
And then rosspeets@yahoo.com.
Yeah. I got to refresh it real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know if this thing refreshes on its own. Truthfully, we haven't used this much, so.
Yeah. He is, so.
There we go.
Yahoo.
Yep.
Ross Peets Yahoo is 1-2 right now, working a trade with contending team with no running backs. He inherited a crappy Dynasty team, so I'm assuming that means that you're a rebuild right now. You would be getting Brooks and Drake London, giving up a second James Conner and JSN. Yes. I would take the Brooks and London side there.
Yeah, I would too. That's pretty easy.
As a rebuild.
So, boom. Appreciate it. All right, let's answer some of the super chats. We got through Miranda's.
Yeah, we got quite.
Let's go Booty Clap King. This is an 11 start. Maybe it's 11 start. What is that?
Yeah. I think it's an 11 start.
Well, it's this Dynasty team though. Rebuild Wandale, Gesicki, Gibson, 25 third and a 26 second here.
So Wandale, Gesicki, and Gibson are 25 third and second. Take the picks if you're a rebuild.
Yeah, just take the picks as a rebuild.
That's a bunch of junk. Yeah. Umut Emery Mart says full PPR, 2 wide receivers, 1 flex. Choose my 2 wide receivers and 1 flex. I got Godwin, Higgins, Deontay, JSN, and Mason. So my 2 receivers there would be Godwin. And are you going Higgins or JSN or Deontay? That's, oh my goodness.
Probably JSN for me.
So our rankings this week, we had, I think who did we have first? Let me pull this up here. Shoot. I can't, dude, our sheet's all messed up. I can't I'm trying to look through the rankings video. I'm going to go with,
Tom's on here. Tom, our sheet is messed up.
Yeah. Tom, can you fix our sheet? Thank you.
Yeah, no, I think I would I go JSN there. I think we have him ranked highest. So
yeah, we'll go Godwin and JSN, and then our flex option. I think I got to go with the running back there.
Yeah,
I think I got to go with Jordan Mason.
Yeah, I think you're right. So you want to take the next one?
Yep. Jake says Lamar and Marv or JJ and AR. Who wins the trade? The team with the better wide receiver. It's gonna be more productive. JJ.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
For sure.
I don't really care about QB, honestly.
No, I don't know.
Aladdin says pick one: Higgins, Hill, Odunze, and Addison. We'll go with Tyreek this week.
Yeah, I think I'd go Tyreek still. You just gotta go. You just gotta go the upside pick there.
You got to start him almost all the time.
Yeah.
JT for Collins PPR. Love the Flock League channel. Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
I'll stick with JT there. They're in the same tier, probably rest of the season. But I mean, you saw what JT is capable of.
Yeah.
This week.
Yeah.
Like
no,
that's just, especially as incapable of a passer that AR is. I think they're starting to learn that as a coaching staff very quickly, and they're gonna filter their entire offense through JT. So.
Yeah. Thoughts on Benson still breaking out? So our thoughts on this kind of the whole year have been that we think that James Conner kind of carries this year, and then Benson gets the starting job from him next year because they don't pay Conner. I'm not necessarily sure. I mean, Benson also has looked a little bit rough when he's on the field, which is fine. He's not getting enough reps. He's a rookie. I'm not worried about that long term. But short term, we never really liked Trey Benson's value because we kind of told people to avoid him. So I don't think you see that this year unless you see James Conner get hurt. And then even then, I think he would probably struggle his way before he kind of got into a breakout. So traded Daniels for Fields, 25 first, and McMillan.
I'd have held Daniels there.
Yeah, I would have held Jaden Daniels for sure. Fields long term. I mean, I'm trying to get out while I can on Fields, where I have him. You have Lamar as well, and also should I add Addison and Shakir? Shakir is probably not a big long term piece to me. I think eventually they bring in another slot wide receiver through the draft. Addison, I think, is a good long term piece because you're getting him pretty cheap right now. And in terms of the Daniels trade, I would have probably just held. But if that first ends up being early, maybe you could end up recouping your value on that. So,
yeah,
appreciate it, man. Rob, 14-team PPR trade. This is Wilson and Worthy for Bowers, Flowers, and Odunze. Worried a usage restitution and potential Devontae trade. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I'd probably take Wilson.
Yeah.
I just take the best player.
I hate selling Garrett Wilson low right now.
Yeah.
Because I just think he's going to continue to be on the up for the rest of the season. We're only 3 weeks into the year.
Yeah.
And he's only played 3 games with Aaron Rodgers, period. So I think you got to be seeing Garrett Wilson only going up from here on out.
Yeah, I think so too. So appreciate it. All right, we'll jump back over here to the site. Like I said, guys, you can drop your questions here. I'll post the link. I said, go get your questions answered
in the comments.
Yep. You follow the pinned link. Or you can just go to flockfantasy.com/domain when you create an account. Like I said, when you create an account, don't have to pay anything. You'll get our rankings, get the trade calculator for the rest of the season. It's really helpful during the week when we're not streaming. You can kind of see. You got Zay, JMO, and Reed. Rome, what do I do here? If Jordan Love plays, I'd probably just start Jaden Reed. Nathan, would you start Reed or Flowers?
I'm going Reed with Jordan Love.
Yeah, I think you start Jordan. I think you start Jaden Reed. If he doesn't play, you go Zay Flowers, I think. Robert says Olave questionable in practice hamstring. Should I go Khalil Shakir or Christian Kirk? My pick would be Khalil Shakir. Ooh.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm surprised. Yeah, I would still go Khalil Shakir. Better offense. I feel better about the team situation, but these guys I think are on the same tier for us. So
yeah.
So kind of pick your favorite there. Like I said, follow these links. We'll answer some questions over here. We got one. This is a trade question. This is an 8-team redraft, no tight end premium from our boy. 18. It's Kids Apple. Is Kids Apple. Let's see. Jordan Mason, Devon Achane, and Marvin Harrison Jr. versus Justin Jefferson, David Montgomery, Nico Collins. This is a big one.
It's a big boy.
Give
me JJ and Nico.
Yeah, I'll take the 2 wide receivers here for sure.
Yeah. I think upside-wise, Nico and Devon are kind of same tier. And obviously with the Tua injury, you saw what Devon Achane's floor was too. Jordan Mason and Monty, pretty much same tier rest of the season. Maybe even give the edge to Monty there. And then Justin Jefferson and Marv, it's not close for me. I go JJ.
Yeah, I agree. You want to take Ryan's question real quick? Super chat.
Do you see his comment too? He said, should I do it if he puts AJ Brown instead of JJ?
Yeah, I would. You're getting Justin Jefferson, so.
No, AJ Brown.
Instead of Jefferson. So AJ Brown and
Correct.
Nico, I would still do it. I would still do it.
Yeah, I think I would too.
So, you want to take Ryan's question?
Yeah, Ryan says Jameson Williams, Bucky, Lazard, Zamir, Dubs, half PPR. If you're going half PPR, I'd go JMO and hope that he can get a big play.
Yeah,
I think he has the biggest play upside. Zamir's disgusting. Bucky is splitting a backfield at best. Dobbs have absolutely no idea. Lazard literally got a touchdown and like 3 targets the entire game. So I'm going with Jameson Williams there.
Yeah, I think I'm with you.
Lenchito Train says, offered Tyreek for Puka and Pacheco. Should I accept? You're getting Puka and Pacheco. Pacheco, honestly, right now I'm treating Pacheco like he's not playing for the rest of the season until the playoffs, at least.
Right. Yeah, that's I'm planning on not having Pacheco. So.
I would hold Tyreek there.
Yeah, I think I would too.
Assuming you're giving away Tyreek. If you're getting Tyreek, I would take Tyreek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
He's actually playing right now. So.
Yeah. Appreciate it, man.
Question.
All right, cool. Well, I'll keep an eye out on the site over here for some questions. But like I said, guys, follow the pinned comment here to submit your questions through the site. You get free rankings, free trade calculator when you do that. But we'll also answer any other super chats we get. But we can also answer some non-super chats, at least the ones we have access to. Carter was here first. What's up, man? Should I trade JT and Amari Cooper for Tyreek and Josh Jacobs? My team is Jaden Daniels, JT Saquon Rice, Wilson Waddle, Cooper Kincaid, and D-Hop. I'm personally okay with that trade since you're going from Cooper to Jacobs, and that's a pretty big upgrade. Nathan, what do you think?
I would go... probably Reek and Jacobs.
Yeah, I think I'm with you.
Yeah.
Can you explain how to go through the site again? Yeah, absolutely. So again, you guys can go over here to the site. Let me move this down for you real quick. There you go. You go once you have an account with Code Domain, you get the rankings for free, which we got expert consensus rankings here for you. You get the trade finder. You get the trade calculator as well. So all of these again come with no membership. Then you can go to expert advice up here at the top right corner. You're going to do trade question or start sit question. You'll link your team. I don't know why why are my teams not linked? Whatever. You'll link your team. You'll go continue, and then you will be able to select domain as your creator, and then it will pop up in our feed for you to answer. So, like I said, guys, the comment is pinned for that. So,
yeah, and I just dropped it again in the comments as well. So
perfect. Let's go to Kier. What's up, man? It's a 12-team redraft. You've got Josh Allen, Kenneth Walker, Pacheco, Sharps, Brooks, Allen, Akers, AJ Brown, Nico Rice, JSN, BJ Jennings, McBride, 3-0. Panic or hold on your running backs here. So K9, obviously, I think is still fine. Pacheco,
and he's got Charbonnet.
Yeah, you got Sharps, so you're good there. One spot's locked down rest of the season. Pacheco, yep. Brooks is coming back soon. Braylon Allen is streamable. Akers sucks, but he might be a band-aid. No, I don't think. I think you just hold because you've got AJ Brown, Nico, Rice, JSN. Like I think you hold and run with the receivers. What are your thoughts, Nathan?
I mean, if you wanted to, you could move JSN or Brian Thomas for a running back. If you wanted to.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing I would do. I wouldn't be moving your top 3 guys. I wouldn't move AJ Brown, Nico, or Rashee Rice or McBride for a running back. So
your verification code on the Flock site should be sent to your email. So the email that you use to create an account, when it sends the verification code, should go to your email. Check your spam if you don't see it. So
yeah,
appreciate y'all. But yeah. And let's see. Appreciate you guys. All right, let's go to Zay Flowers or Shakir at flex. It's tough.
I go Zay.
Judy or in Swift or Jordan Whittington, Moss in a. I think he asked it on the site. So
yeah,
thanks Booty Clap. Yep. Appreciate it, man. Crazy Koala. Should I trade Olave for Kyler Murray? 6-point passing. And redraft, I would hold Olave.
Hold Olave.
Yeah,
100%.
That's where I'm at with that. So.
Zax has traded Reek in London for Jettas and Mason. Also got offered Dell, Ingram, and Brian Thomas for Pittman and Odunze. So you're going to move Tyreek in London for JJF and Mason. Probably would have held Tyreek in London there. And again, unless you're like in an 8 team, then I'd take JJ. You got offered Tank Dell and Ingram for Brian Thomas for Pittman and Odunze. Ugh. That's a bunch of meh right now. Like, I don't know what to do with any of those guys.
Yeah.
Probably just go with the best player in the deal and stick with Brian Thomas, I think.
Yep. We have a question over here
perspective.
from Tex Rayed on the site. So let's do this as a start-sit question. You're going to be considering Christian Kirk, Christian Watson, and George Pickens at wide receiver this week. This is tough. It's between Pickens, who has a really good matchup, and Christian Kirk.
Pickens 100%.
I think I would go Pickens against the Colts there.
Yes.
And tight ends, you got Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely, or David Njoku. If Njoku plays, this isn't even close to me. I think
Njoku's declared out.
He's already
Njoku's out this week.
So then you have to start one of Andrews or Likely. I think I would just. I mean, Likely's getting more
Andrews.
snaps. Likely's out snapping him by double the rate.
Double the rate?
Yeah. Wouldn't you start Likely?
I mean, if it's double the rate, then yeah, you got to start Likely.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. I mean, I go Likely. Yeah, he was out snapping him by almost twofold.
Wow.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah, appreciate it, man.
I'll go double check and make sure that Njoku's out, but I could have sworn I saw that today. So.
How long does it take the code to send? It should send right away, but you can try sending it again if you need to. Nick, appreciate you, man. You got Mahomes, Chase, Ayuk, Odunze, Mason, Brian Robinson, Fergie. You got Jennings. You got Dak. You've got Cook, Dell, Darnold, Kenneth Walker, and Mooney. Any advice for starters or for possible trades? So, yeah, your starting lineup: Mahomes, Chase, Ayuk, Odunze. It's a fairly solid starting lineup. I think we are shopping Odunze this week to see if we can get an overpay for him. If you do, you can take that. Chase and Mahomes, obviously,
Cook is on your bench.
Trending up. Yeah, you've got
crazy.
Yeah, you've got Cook on your bench. That's really nice. And Tank Dell as well. So you're deep.
And Walker.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the only guy I'm shopping here is Odunze.
Yeah.
I like the rest of these guys.
I mean, anyway, you could like package Walker and Dell together and upgrade at running back because you're not even starting those guys on a weekly basis.
Yeah, maybe that's something
wild.
you can also do as well.
Yeah.
Whether it's a 10 team or a 12 team, I think you've just got so much depth here. You want to go get some starting guys. Like maybe try to upgrade from Ayuk a little bit. Ayuk has been a little bit shaky, but you could also explore some trades for Jennings. I think once Kittle comes back, he's going to be. That might be. Yeah, and then start Cook over Jennings. Yeah. If you've got James Cook back here, if this is Cook and not Cooks, then start him over Jennings for sure.
Yeah.
So I agree with that, but
Waze said this is our Colts, all in caps.
Yeah.
Appreciate the shout out, man.
That's all Nathan, baby. That's not my thing. That's Nathan's thing. So, we got one from Coach Brown over here, so let's pull this up.
Yeah.
Coach Brown's got a trade for us where he gets or he sends AJ Brown and Bucky Irving for Nico, Brock Bowers, and a second.
Yes.
And this is a dynasty trade.
I'd do that.
Yeah, honestly,
Brock Bowers and Nico.
I would take Bowers and Nico as well. Nico Collins and AJ Brown and dynasty are pretty close.
They're very close now.
And then between Bowers and Bucky, it's not even close. I don't even know how you're getting the second on top of this. So I
know.
100% taking that. So
I mean, I guess the guy's trying to sell high on like Nico or something, but he's not even really selling high because he's also including Bowers.
Yeah.
In a second.
Yeah.
That's a good deal for you. I'm surprised you're able to pull that off right now with the Nico hype.
Yeah, I am too.
Good deal.
You want to read Ryan's super chat real quick?
Yes. Ryan says, start AR or Darnold. Should I trade CMC and for what? I also have Rice, ETN, Cup, Monty, Lennon, Pollard. I'm 2-1, not sure what to do. Half PPR. I'm starting Darnold this week. I can't believe we've gotten to this point. We actually, in our rankings, we ranked AR higher than Darnold. But honestly, the more I think about it, as good as Pittsburgh's defense is and as bad as it, gosh, but he's got the rushing upside.
Yeah.
But Darnold's been balling. What are you doing here?
I would start Richardson.
I think his rushing upside is too good
Yeah,
to
you
turn down.
have to. Yeah.
Like, I know it sucks, but yeah, got to go with AR there. Don't trade CMC. You're not getting anything for him. I know that there's risk of him maybe even not playing until the playoffs. At this point, you got to die with him on your roster. In fantasy, just hope that he comes back. It's not worth moving him for whatever viable flex option you're going to get that you can barely start on a weekly basis with the upside that he has when he comes back healthy. So
For sure.
and then the rest of your team, I mean, you're 2-1, man. I think you're still chilling even without CMC and Cup. You're playing without Cup and CMC, and you're still 2-1. That's impressive. Got London hold, Monty's a hold, ETN is a hold, Rice is a hold, Pollard doesn't really have that much value, and he's a hold. So I think you're sticking with your guys. You're feeling pretty good about it.
Yeah, for sure. Let's jump to Cameron's question over here. Appreciate you for submitting. Let's look at your starting lineup for this week. So you've got T. Higgins and Jordan Addison starting with Kyle Pitts at tight end. You've got Derrick Henry, Breece Hall, and Anthony Richardson. You've got one flex spot here you're considering, and you are between JSN
and Jaden Reed.
Interestingly enough, I don't think this changes anything. Devonta's not playing. I would go JSN here. But like between Addison and Higgins and these guys, like honestly, are you starting T? I mean, I guess I'd probably start T over Reed, right? But I would probably start Reed over Addison.
I think I'd start Reed over Addison as well. I agree with you there.
So like I think I'm gonna make that change in your lineup as well, just because.
Yeah.
I think with Jordan Love coming back, which I mean, let's see. I didn't see, I think he was limited all week. I bet he plays. And I think if he plays, you know, sleeper's so buggy. Questionable for Sunday. Officially questionable. Yeah. So I would go Reed if Jordan Love plays there.
Yep.
So you guys can also, if you want to submit for a team review, if you get the live team review, you can get a live blueprint now as well. So you have that option as well when you're submitting questions on the site. But wrap that one up. Appreciate it, my friend. Thank you so much. Nathan, you want to take some questions over here?
I'll just go up top.
Jacob.
Yeah. He says, I have Aaron Jones, Waddle, Terry. Opponent has ETN, Garrett Wilson, Flowers, Dell. He wants Aaron Jones. Any realistic trade you see where I get ETN and one of his wide receivers for Aaron Jones and one of my wide receivers? I would stick with Aaron Jones over ETN right now. I am not an ETN guy. I'm not a fan of Jacksonville in general. I don't think any of those guys are really consistent rest of the season. As long as Aaron Jones is healthy, which again is a big if, but it's a big if for any running back right now. You're starting Aaron Jones. I prefer him over ETN. Now, if you were to move Aaron Jones for ETN, I want an upgraded wide receiver, personally. Your opponent has Garrett Wilson and Flowers. You've got Waddle and Terry. I mean, if there was any way that you could get Garrett Wilson, I'd freaking do it. I don't know if you could, with your only receivers being Waddle and Terry. Terry is coming off a 20-point game, though, and the Jaden Daniels hype is real. So the gap has never been closer between those two. What I'm probably seeing more realistically is like moving a Waddle or a Terry for Flowers, which I'd probably still prefer Flowers there.
Yeah.
But again, if you're not getting a big upgrade at receiver, I'm sticking with Aaron Jones.
So let's jump back over here. I see Tex is in the comments, and he did have a message that we missed on the question there. And it actually is important, so I want to read this.
Yep.
So this was the one where he was considering Watson, Pickens, and Kirk. So it was, he has likely in Njoku and Andrews is on waivers, and should you drop or hold here? So I think, should he? I don't want to drop Njoku is the problem. I think I would just hold likely. I would hold likely in Njoku there until Andrews is just not performing, and then drop or hold. It's Pickens, and then Christian Kirk is on the waivers. And should I drop Watson? I would drop Christian Watson
drop
for
Watson
Christian
for
Kirk. Yes, that's what I would do there.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'll submit it like that. But that hopefully answers your question. Thanks for pointing that out, because pretty soon here we're gonna have, an option for you to just submit text questions. So that will be helpful with that. But appreciate it. And like I said, guys, you can follow the pinned link, get your question answered on the site. That's how we're gonna be answering questions. So appreciate it. Josue, what's up, man?
Got a super chat from Josue. He says, "Sup, y'all? What's up?" Both are half PPR. One is or the number one is 2 flex, likely BTJ, Braylon Allen, or Lazard. I'm going to go with Brian Thomas and Braylon Allen there. I mean, Braylon Allen is getting a significant amount of work alongside Breece Hall. Like, he's 1 touchdown away from having a 13 to 15 point game. I mean, he had 9 points last week without a touchdown. He's getting some decent receiving work as well, which is just so classic Wisconsin running back that gets no receiving work in college and then shows off his hands in the NFL. Like, I definitely could have used better words for that as well. But those are the 2 guys I'm going with. I'm going BTJ and Braylon Allen. The second one is flex 1 if he plays, Walker or Hubbard. If Walker plays, you're starting Walker. Yeah. If he doesn't, you're stuck with Hubbard. So that's what I would do there. I'd definitely give the upper hand to Walker all day over Chuba if he's playing.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate it, man.
Yep.
All right. And like I said, guys, you can go to flockfantasy.com/domain. You do unlock the rankings, the trade calculator, all that. So our rest of season rankings, expert consensus, obviously. So this is a combination of all the guys you see on the Flock League, things like that. All of us, all of our consensus rankings, rest of season, so you can sort by position, things like that. So if you're not, like I said, you also get the trade finder. So if you're looking for trade ideas, you can use that as well, but also the trade calculator. So using some of this stuff as well, I think is very valuable. And again, you get this for free when you sign up using code domain. So use code domain when you sign up. It's also how you can submit questions on the site, like we've been answering. But definitely take advantage of that, like I said, and make sure to use our code to get a pretty good discount as well on if you ever want to get anything, including questions. So, all right.
Is that Augie I hear in the background?
Do you hear Augie? Yeah, he's probably awake now.
Yeah.
We got a super chat from Ryan.
All right, Ryan. He says, I was offered CMC for Ridley or Waddle. Worth it? Honestly, no.
Yeah.
Maybe Waddle. But,
nah.
I mean, Waddle, I don't even know if you can even start him right now.
No, so, I wouldn't take CMC there. No, I'm not trading for Christian McCaffrey at all. Period. None. So.
He's getting offered CMC. My bad. I thought he was getting offered to give up CMC for Ridley or Waddle.
I'm not taking CMC at all. CMC is going to be out the entire season, dude. I think trading for him right now is risky business.
Yeah, I'm not trading for him, but I'm holding him if I own him. So
yeah,
because you're kind of stuck owning him.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Yeah. Do we have any more super chats? I think we're caught up. Cool. All right. Check.
Yes, rankings are fixed via Tom.
Thank you, Tom. Tom's a man.
Thank you.
Like I said, guys, you can follow the pinned comment to get your question answered on the side as well. But all right. You want to take the next question up here?
Yeah.
And B, would you trade Rashee Rice for Pollard for Bijan?
Oh gosh. Bijan has not been producing like we expected him to.
Yeah.
FYI. He is one mediocre game away from being bumped down a tier. Honestly, for us. I think I'm sticking with Rashee. I mean, the dude's a top 3 wide receiver right now.
Yeah.
Seriously, he's a top 3 wide receiver. So I'm holding Rashee.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Yeah.
Next one.
Well, we got a question on the site now,
okay,
I believe.
Get that one. Yeah, hold on.
Got a submission.
Second.
Or no, we got a purchase. He hasn't submitted it yet. So,
okay.
Bounty says, "Is this a good trade? Mixon and Dak for AJ Brown." That is a phenomenal trade. Yes, I would definitely do that. I like Mixon. I like AJ Brown more. And Dak, it doesn't make a difference to me. If you're hunting off waivers to get a QB to replace Dak, I don't care.
Yeah.
That's totally fine with me if you're getting AJ Brown.
Yep.
You have Hurts. You don't even need Dak. Are you kidding me? Oh my
Right.
gosh.
Yeah.
Anthony says, how about this trade? I got Jennings and Worthy for Charbonnet. For wide receivers, I have Ayuk, Lennon, Pickens, and Waddle. Probably go with Jennings and Worthy there, since Charbonnet is, Walker's backup.
Yeah.
And Walker's gonna be back here soon. So, did get a super chat.
Yep.
From Jonathan. He says, Dynasty rebuild, got 325 first. Good for you. Tempted to trade one for Brooks. Don't do it. Do it or hold off and draft from the 25 RB class. I would hold your 25 first right now at all costs, especially if you're a rebuild. Like, if you're a rebuild, you just want to be loading up on as many firsts as you possibly can, and then we can worry about what we want to move them off for in the off season. Now is not the time to do that because they haven't reached their peak value. They'll reach their peak value in March. They usually do around the combine.
Like so,
even in January they haven't reached their peak
or even
value,
right leading up to the draft as well. So
yeah. He currently has Walker, Benson, Spears. Once Walker comes back healthy and is producing, I'd be moving off Walker for a wide receiver plus a pick.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'd try for a guy like Jaden Reed. So just FYI there.
Yeah, appreciate you. No problem, Tex. You got it, man. All right, cool. Next one is from Marinda. We answered this one, actually. Drewski, do you think Neighbors plays this week? I think he does. I think he plays because he played on a Thursday. It's a concussion. I bet he can clear protocol. And also because he's on Danny's team in the Flock League, and Danny doesn't really have injury issues ever. So that's
right. How bad was the hit, by the way? Did you see it?
I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
It was like towards the end of the game.
Right at the end of the game.
He managed to drop 25 points.
I know. He had 12 receptions on 15 targets.
And Dak and Aubrey had like mediocre games, so I was looking fine, and then Neighbors just decided to keep hauling in targets in the fourth quarter. So.
Well, they're using him so much that he's going to keep getting a lot of hits. So
yeah, he's literally he's doing what Puka did, but on a bad offense
with a worse quarterback.
I know. So the dude's a top 3 dynasty wide receiver in my book. He's
absolutely.
He's even. I'd still rank JJ over him, but
he said they said went for a toe tap catch and face plant. It didn't look that bad. So okay, cool. That's good to hear. Nick, Hubbard or Dobbins is running back 2. Let's see. I'm pretty sure we have Dobbins ranked higher. I do. I don't know about you. You continue
I may have
to rank Dobbins very low. You have Chuba higher.
Dobbins coming off an 8-point game, and Chuba's coming off a 25-point game. It was against Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But there's also potentially no Herbert this week, so that's part of why I ranked him lower.
Yeah, and they're playing the Chiefs. So personally, I would go Dobbins. I'd just start the guy who's been a little bit better this season consistently. On the other side of that, you had Hubbard last week played the Raiders. So
they also played with a quarterback that could throw the ball, so it kind of opened up the field for him.
Yeah, I don't care who you take, but my answer would be Dobbins there. They're playing the Bengals.
The Carolinas, they're playing the Bugles.
Yes, the Carolina.
That's actually not a bad matchup for him.
No.
The Cincy's defenses looked horrible.
Yeah.
And then you got the Chargers playing the Chiefs. So that's another knock on Dobbins. That was the other reason I brought him down.
Shakir or Mooney, I'm taking Shakir there, so appreciate you. Miguel got offered Garrett Wilson, Tank Dell for my Ayuk and B-Rob.
Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson and Ayuk both have been disappointing.
Yeah, that's true.
Between Tank Dell and B-Rob, honestly, right now I prefer B-Rob. So this is honestly really fair. I don't really care which side you take. If you need running back help, you can take B-Rob. If you just want wide receivers and you need wide receivers, if you have plenty of running backs, then just take Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, you might be right, honestly.
Yeah. So I think it's pretty fair though.
Yeah.
Josh says I have Hurts and Daniels. Should I trade one who and then keep them? I would trade Hurts. I think you'll get more for him. I like Daniels. I would just trade whoever you get the best package for, honestly, because they're in the same tier rest of the season. So yeah, appreciate it, man.
Yep. We got to start sit here.
Okay, let's jump over 1 sec. There's not a good way to refresh this, so that's the interesting part. We've got to figure that out. So, all right, Johnson.
Yeah, I know.
Nate, I'll let you take it, Nate.
All right, Johnson. He's got a start sit question here. His comments are going forward. Will I be able to play charts and Charbonnet and K9 together? To answer that question right out the gate, maybe. I think here I'll put it this way. At best, Zach Charbonnet is a viable flex option when Kenneth Walker comes back. Until proven otherwise. He had like an 11, 12 point game week 1 when they were both on the field. And Seattle's offense looks pretty dang solid. So I definitely think, and with Charbonnet looking as good as he has the 2 weeks that Walker's been out, I think he's earned a position on the field to get some production as well. So I think they're going to want to utilize him more even with Walker on the field. So yeah, you could start them both.
Are you starting Shaheed or Juwan Jennings?
I'd go Juwan Jennings this week.
So I'm gonna make that change. I'll recommend it.
Yep. Yep. That's the only change I'm making with the remaining guys he has.
I think everything else is good. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'd be flexing. I'd obviously want to start Schultz over McBride or McBride over Schultz, but can't because McBride's out. So the rest of your guys look solid. I mean, you got Addison coming back healthy. That's good for you. You got DJ Moore, Flowers. DJ Moore have a bounce back game. Zay Flowers will be fine. Your running backs, again, look fine. It looks like you have to start Walker and Charbonnet together. And again, I don't have an issue with that. Your low-key guy that's going to go off this week, get ready for it. Mark my words, it's going to be George Pickens. He's going to have a 20-point game. Like,
yeah.
His value is going to go up like that from this one game because for some reason I don't think people understand how bad the Colts defense is. But get ready for it. They're going to make Fields look like an MVP candidate. Like, seriously, everyone's going to come out of there. The Justin Fields truthers are going to come out after this Sunday and be like, oh.
Yeah. All right. You want to take the super chat from Johnny?
Yeah, he says Mason for Evans. Jordan Mason for Mike Evans. Yes. Yes, sir. Give me Mike Evans all day. Other running backs are Walker, JT, Jacobs, and Allen. Heck to the yes. You have the flexibility to do it. You have the ability to do it. And if your running backs are that loaded, that means you probably have some need at wide receiver. Smash Mike Evans there.
Yeah.
Good deal for you.
I agree.
I like that.
Yep. Aaron's question. Chuba, Stevenson, J-Mo, Deontay. I need a running back 2 and a flex here. I would go
Stevenson
and
as the RB2, and then I'm going Deontay.
If he plays, I mean, yeah, I think the injury might make the decision that one.
Deontay Johnson's injured?
Yeah, he's questionable.
Oh, shoot. Was he a hamstring too? Everybody decided to lose their hamstrings this week.
I know.
Like, seriously.
Hamstring highs.
75% of the injuries have been that.
Groin. It's groin for him.
Gosh.
He was limited in practice. So he came back to practice, but he was limited. Team is optimistic he will play, so I would probably just go Deontay Johnson there. So TD Flip's got all the injury updates for us. I love it. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, I think I'm with Nathan. I think I'd go Stevenson and Deontay. So appreciate you, my friend. All right.
Just drop the link in the chat if you guys want to get your questions answered on the site. That's where we're going to be doing a majority of our work. And it's also pinned in the comments as well. So,
yep. And like I said,
if you have any questions about how to do that, we're happy to help you out.
Yeah. Here, I can even show them again real quick. Boop. Like I said, go to the site. You can use flockfantasy.com/domain. You get the rankings, the trade calculator for free. But then when you want to submit a super chat, which again, this is super chat, but it's better because you can actually see things. And you don't have to type out your whole team. Just do this little expert advice orange thing up here at the top right corner. You click on that. You get the trade question, start sit question, link your team, select domain for it to pop up in our feed, and you get it like that. So you also get, like I said, I would recommend you join the site. You get code domain, you get the green light start sit tool, all that stuff too. So
yeah,
appreciate y'all.
The green light start sit tool is sick. Like, seriously.
Cool.
Gardaki said in the comments, the Colts hate. Honestly, I feel like at this point, probably half of our audience thinks that we're Titans, Texans, or Jags fans as much as we crap on our own team.
People were saying we were homers during the offseason, so.
Right. Yeah.
But part of it was they betrayed us, so. Lee's
We are
question said, I
on it
traded
for the wrong team.
Singletary and Flowers for London in a 4th. In Dynasty, that's not even close, man.
Nice.
You killed it.
Nice
Good job,
job.
man. Yeah, that's a great trade. I
Yep.
love that.
Mondo.
Should I do Mason for B-Rob and Ayuk? I would take,
Yeah.
I would take B-Rob.
I would take
close.
either of those guys straight up almost. Be Robin Mason. I'd take Mason probably. But
Yeah, you take Mason there, but
It's-
Ayuk over Mason for sure.
Yeah.
B-Rob on top, absolutely.
yeah,
That's a great trade. Love it. Appreciate you guys both.
awesome sauce.
Oops. Perfect. All right. Let's see. Remember, we're gonna answer these. We're gonna answer these in order. So if you're putting your chat more than once, which I see some of you guys are, we're just going down the list right now. So it's getting windy here. Would not be surprised if my power dropped any minute. Although my power is underground here, which is nice. But
Yeah, dude, my power here is like so volatile.
Yeah.
I cannot believe I haven't lost power today. Knock on wood. But
dude, the
seriously,
wind is nuts. All right,
Yeah.
you want to do a U8 spaghetti? That's under Ethan's super chat there, up at the top.
under Ethan super chat up at the top. Yes.
Yep.
Half PPR McLaurin or JSN. I'll go with JSN this week. I think he's gonna have a bounce back week. His snap share was up. His opportunity was up. They kind of quit at halftime because they were kicking butt so bad against Miami, who had absolutely no one. So I think he'll be fine. I'm gonna go with JSN. And Terry, without that huge touchdown, would have only had like 8 points. So,
I just think
it's
I think he projects well rest of the season because I think that as Jaden Daniels gets better, they're gonna let him throw the ball more. Yeah.
Yes. It's not against Terry. I'm just giving reasons why I prefer JSN in week 4.
Yeah, I would also prefer JSN. So.
Yeah. Should I trade CD and JMO for Malik Neighbors and Tyreek Hill? Dude, what the heck?
Yeah,
yes.
I
mean, right now,
Malik
Neighbors is in the same freaking tier as CD Lamb.
He's outscoring CD right now. Like
he's outscoring everyone. He's a wide receiver 1.
Yeah.
And like I think that was the case even before yesterday's game.
Yeah,
I think he was wide receiver 1. So, gosh, it's crazy. Robert says, "Happy Friday, fellas. Happy Friday. Full PPR, flex London or Najee." Good question because Jalen Warren isn't playing this week and they're playing the Colts. But I still would go London there. I'll give the edge to the better player. I think London is going to be fine. He's going to continue to be fine. He's getting the usage. He's getting the production now in the last 2 weeks. He's looking pretty solid. Jacob says storming here in Ohio.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so just so you guys know, if you submitted a question and we skip it, it's because it disappears on our screen. So YouTube only keeps a certain amount of chats before they get rid of it. So I got to jump down to Ultra Lord now. That's the most recent one it's showing for me. Should I trade Mostert and Sutton for Ford and Brian Thomas? I would take Brian Thomas there. He's the best player in the deal. Just take him.
Yep.
Is Dotson worth playing if Brown misses? No, he's not. Is Jalen Warren worth dropping? At this point, not quite yet, but close.
Very close.
And you say you're desperate. Surely there's somebody better on waivers than Dotson, right? I mean, if not, you start him. If you have to, you have to. But Devontae out, who should I flex? B-Rob, Reed, Shakir. My 2 wide receivers would be Jamar, Tyreek, and then running back. And you got JT and King Henry. B-Rob is my first flex there for sure. I just take the running back. You know where I'm at? You want to take the next one?
Almost. I lost you there after a couple because I was elsewhere.
We got a super chat.
We got a super chat. Rynan says, "Would you trade London for Ayuk?" I would not do that deal right now. I'd probably take London.
I would. I think I'd just take London.
Yeah.
So.
Brandon says, "Need a wide receiver to start over Devontae Smith this week. Full PPR: Terry, Odunze, Juwan Jennings, and Shaheed." For me, it's between Terry and Juwan Jennings.
Yeah, I think I would just start Terry McLaurin.
I think that's fine. Yeah.
Honestly,
I don't know.
Is Keenan Allen playing this week?
I don't even know, dude. Let me look it up.
There are so many injuries I can't keep track of all of them.
Legit.
It's off.
Everyone's gonna be playing.
Keenan Allen is playing, so it's not Odunze.
Okay. Yeah, it's Terry and Juwan.
I think I'd go Terry. Yeah, over Juwan. So.
Yep.
Appreciate it, Brandon.
We've got Terry over Juwan in our rankings as well. So.
Cool. Awesome. Oh man, more of these are disappearing. Okay. Let's start at like I said, guys, you can go to the site and submit your questions there, or you could submit a super chat, but the site is going to be better. Again, you get the free rankings, free trade calculator when you sign up over there with code domain. So Nathan, let's go to Gardaki's playground. Actually, that was just a comment about our how we look. So I think we did this one already. Let's go to Sean's 10-team full PPR starting Neighbors and DK. Am I crazy? Nathan might be frozen. I think Nathan is frozen. Nathan, hello. I know you guys can still hear me, so I can keep answering questions, but where did you go? Nathan lost power. So Nathan's gone. Okay, cool. I'm going to make mine bigger now. So you guys are stuck with me for right now. Bye, Nathan. All right, cool. What's up? Full screen Avery. How you doing? We're adjusting on the fly right now. I'll keep answering super chats. Keep answering on the site as well. But appreciate you guys hanging in there. We got the storm and the winds rolling through right now. So you're starting Neighbors and DK. Am I crazy to flex B-Rob over Garrett Wilson? I don't think it's crazy at all. You got Pat Surtain going against Garrett Wilson this week. Should I start Dobbins or Hubbard? Go Dobbins. But yeah, I don't think that's crazy. So Lamar and Marv. Let's see. Yeah, Lamar and Marv for AR and Justin Jefferson. Who wins?
I'm back.
Oh, you are back.
I'm back.
Okay, I have to move myself again. Did your power come back? Oh, gosh. He's frozen again. He's not coming back. I don't know why he's trying. He's screwing me up.
I'm here.
You're frozen,
you
dude.
Can't hear me?
You're
what do you
freezing.
mean?
You keep
No,
freezing.
I'm not.
Dude,
Why?
I'm not lying to you. Your thing's not working, Nathan.
Dang it. All right.
Sorry.
Well, all right.
If your Wi-Fi comes back stable, let me know. But all right, I'm gonna mute you until then. So in terms of this trade right here, I think I would just go. It's so close. It really is. Like, AR is kind of nothing in this deal. It's really Lamar and Marv. Honestly, we just take the best player here and take Justin Jefferson, I think. The quarterbacks are kind of a wash for me. So, Joe, appreciate you, man. Titans or Dolphins special teams and defense. Okay, let's look at the matchups. I know the Dolphins. So you've got they're playing each other. That's why. I was like, why am I confused? Honestly, I would probably take the Titans defense against the Dolphins. So I think that it's also just a better defense. So appreciate it. Clarity says start Pittman or Michael Wilson if Olave misses. I honestly think I'd. So here's the risk you run, right? Because obviously Michael Pittman has done absolutely nothing this season. The risk you run is that Michael Pittman actually has a good game, and they actually make it a point to get Michael Pittman involved, and you don't start him. However, in terms of like who do I feel more comfortable with, I feel more comfortable with Michael Wilson this week. I'm not lying. Wilson just came off a pretty good game where he had quite a few targets, and I think I would be starting him in a vacuum over Pittman this week. So Jeff says Metcalf, Smith, Mason for Jefferson and James Cook in a PPR league. Between these guys, I think I would probably just take the best player in the deal here. Go Jefferson and James Cook. I think you obviously have James Cook over Mason as well. And so it's Metcalf and Devonta Smith for Justin Jefferson. So I think I would go Jefferson Cook side here. But appreciate you. B Dizzle, what's up? Full PPR. I got sent Hall for Rice. Should I take it? I honestly would just hold. I mean, it's kind of a lateral move in my opinion. Brees has Braylon cutting it. I mean, obviously rest of the season I have Brees ranked higher. It depend on your team. How about you let me know like who your other running backs are? And that will kind of determine it for me. So appreciate you. You can hear my kid crying in the background. Is Degenerate Club only Sunday Monday night games? No, I wasn't on last night, so I'll bring it back here soon. I'll bring it back for the next game. Jonathan, appreciate you, man. Dynasty follow-up. How about K9 for Brooks? That's lateral. I wouldn't make a move there. I'd just hold whoever you have. I mean, maybe it's the cheapest Brooks is going to be all season. I don't know, but I'd probably just hold there. So, because Kenneth Walker, I mean, he looked good when in limited action this year. Like, I just feel like you're just kind of making a lateral move there. So, all right. Like I said, y'all, you can drop your chats here. Oh yeah, you said Ayuk or Jennings. I go Ayuk. Drop your chats here. Drop your chats at the site. You can go over there. We can answer your questions there as well. You also get the rankings of the trade calculator for free when you do that. So appreciate you. It's really storming here. So Shakir, Mooney, or Pitts at flex full PPR. To not Pitts. Shakir. It's Shakir for me. Harris or Stevenson in full point PPR. I would go Najee there, I think. Wilson and Carr for Debo and Jaden Daniels. I'm fine with that trade. 10-team start 8 tight end premium. Dynasty. Try to trade AJ Brown and Bucky for Bowers and Nico. I think we answered this one. He said he needed more. Yeah, I mean, he would clearly be winning that trade. So, hold or sell Chuba. It's not a bad sell candidate. And who would be a good target? Let me look at the rankings for the rest of the season right now. In terms of Chuba Hubbard, guys, I mean, you could try. Again, it's going to depend on how excited people are about Jonathan Brooks coming back and whether people think he's going to be an immediate impact player or not. Good night almighty. Where is Chuba Hubbard? He's way down here. He must have gone down on all of our rankings by quite a bit. Here we go. Jacoby Myers is on here. Braylon Allen. Not a ton of wide receivers. I like maybe Wandale, but I think that's kind of cheap for him. Bucky. There are no good wide receivers in this range. It's pretty incredible. Jerry Jeudy maybe. QJ, D-Hop, those guys. So, yeah. Appreciate ya. Who just said this week? You should sit in one of Ayuk, London, or Zay Flowers. Honestly, of those guys, I'd probably sit Zay Flowers. London has a decently tough matchup. But let's see how we have him ranked. I've got